Hi everyone! Today's video is about how to be comfortable at public speaking. I know, it's not easy. A lot of people tell me about how uncomfortable they are when they have to go into a job interview or go to a meeting or have to do an expose or a presentation, and they feel so much stress, so much pressure because they're not really used to speaking in public, hearing their voices, and at the same time knowing that they're actually being judged. So hopefully this video will give you some tips that you have to put in practice, because without any practice you can't really achieve what you want. So let's get started. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, so that you can stay tuned for the upcoming videos. So if you want to be a pro at public speaking, the first thing that you need to do is to prepare. I know, yes, preparation meaning working hard and staying up late. No, not really, it doesn't mean that. But preparing meaning prepare your thoughts, prepare your ideas, prepare your message, and have an objective in mind. You cannot just speak just for the sake of speaking. You have to speak with an idea, with an objective that you have in mind, and that needs preparation. If you just talk and start rambling, you will lose people. They will not be interested in what you're saying, and at the end of the day, no one wins. So preparation is key to anything, whether it's a job interview or just a regular meeting or a business meeting or a first time meeting new clients or potential clients. You have to prepare. I was recently invited to an event and there were lots of speakers, and one of the speakers, I was having a chat with him and said to him, do you know what you're going to be talking about? And he was like, no, it's fine, it'll be spontaneous. And I was like, okay, spontaneous doesn't necessarily mean good, because you don't know. I mean, there's some minimum preparation to be done. What is it that you want to say? What's your message? What is it that you want to convey as a message? And what's your objective? Why are you speaking to begin with? These things need preparation. You have to be prepared for them, and do not underestimate them. My second tip is to practice. It's good in theory to take communication classes or read communication books or want to be good at communications, but if you're not practicing, you're not doing yourself any favor. Practicing means like this: turning on the camera and starting to speak. Even if you're on your own, just alone in your room, just do it. Or in front of a mirror. You can do it in front of a glass. Just watch yourself talk. Turn on your phone, start talking. Get used to hearing your voice. Get used to looking at yourself speak. You have to get practice, even if it's on your own. It's better if you have people around. That's even much better, because you can actually interact and respond. But if you want to start with something, then start just practicing on your own. Maybe in the car. If you're in the car, start rehearsing the conversation. Start hearing yourself speak. Sometimes I do it actually in my car. I start talking to myself. Not that I'm crazy. Well, maybe, I don't know. But it's just like to get the things going, to get the ideas going, to get the thoughts and structure my ideas, and at the same time get comfortable with the way I want to convey the message, because that's very important. You have the message, but how are you going to impact others, or how are you going to get to your goals? That's another way, because the non-verbal communication is as important as the verbal communication. So practice, rehearse. If you know you have a meeting, then start like pretending as if the meeting is happening and say what you want to say. do it over and over again, whether it's your bathroom or in the car or in your room. Just practice before going into that meeting. Tip number 3, that's a sort of a long-term kind of tip, but you have to watch and learn from others. You can spot a few people that you like who speak really well, whether in real life or on the internet or television. See how they behave, how they speak, what is it that you like about them, what inspires you in them. See what are the qualities that they have that you'd like to have as well, and start learning from them. That way you can actually model them and start be like them. Maybe start talking like them. And of course you can adapt the style to yours, adapt it to who you are. Do you feel it customizable? So make sure to identify people that you like in the public arena or in your environment, and see what is it about them that you like, and what is it that they're doing right that you like, and probably work on those skills to improve your communication abilities. Number 4 is when you actually speak, try to be present and aware of what's going on. Why? Because you need to learn from your mistakes. And one of the mistakes people do is that they feel like they have failed the public speaking, and they're like, no, it's not for me. I'm not good at it. Well, no, you cannot really succeed at the first time. If it happens, great, but if it doesn't happen, it's normal. You have to keep practicing until you master it. But learn from your mistake, and when you speak in public, try to be aware of your verbal communication, your non-verbal communication, how the interactions are going with the others. Try to make an effort during. Don't stay focused only on, oh my god, what is it that I want to say? I don't want to make any mistakes, I don't want to look ridiculous. No, be open, say whatever you want to say. Of course, depending on the situation and the circumstances, but always make sure to be professional, to know what you want to say, to control yourself, and to be aware of the non-verbal communication. But at the end of the meeting, always make notes of what could have gone better, or what were my weaknesses during this meeting. Just write them down so that you can work on them the next time around. My last tip is actually to read and listen to audiobooks. A lot of people tell me, well, I can't find the words when I want to express myself, or I'm not sure what to say. Well, that comes with really your vocabulary and the language luggage that you have. So the more words and the more expressions and figures of speech you have, the more comfortable you will feel at handling conversations and exchanging ideas, etc. So make sure every day you dedicate about 15 to 30 minutes to reading in the language you choose, to enlarge your vocabulary, learn new words, new expressions, and get more comfortable with the language. So when you're actually doing the public speaking, you have a baggage of language and you're not short on words or expressions. So that should actually help you get your ideas across easier and faster and in a much clearer way. Alright guys, I hope these tips will help you. Let me know what's your biggest fear when it comes to public speaking and what you're doing about it to change that. Please comment down below, like the video if you like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I'll see you very soon and we'll stay in touch. Bye bye.